I put this video together so you can familiarize yourself with the Las Vegas shooting area and the approximate location within that area where each of the 3 videos in this compilation was recorded before and during the shooting. One important thing I want to highlight here that I haven't heard mainstream news mention is that before Aldean's band began the song in which Jason Aldean appears to have heard gunshots, causing him to look to his left and run off the stage, there was a series of shots that happened well before that. So we'll watch the video, listen to the audio, and observe the reaction of the crowd. First, let's quickly get familiar with the area. Right now we're looking southward at Mandalay Bay Hotel. Zooming out past the Luxor Hotel Pyramid and swinging around, we can see the concert area. This first location is the area the guy recording the first video you're going to see is standing. We can tell that by this devil horn hand sign graphic on the side of this white building on Google Earth, which corresponds with what you see here in his video. We can also verify where he's at by the location of Mandalay Bay in relation to the stage area from his perspective. Now, when I talk about stage left or stage right, this is from the perspective of Jason Aldean as he looks over the crowd. This area from the first video I show you is stage right, the furthest part in the concert area away from Mandalay Bay. And something else for orientation purposes. These large stands weren't there the night of the shooting. If they were, the guy recording the first video you're going to see wouldn't have been able to see the stage very well, if at all. Now listen very carefully to the first 8 seconds of this first video. Some on YouTube have said these are the sounds of the first shots being fired, but I don't think so for 2 reasons. First, there's no one in the crowd reacting to the sound. You'd think if shots were being fired and bullets were striking people, there'd be a crowd response. There will be a response from the crowd, but it's not happening right now. Second, as you look around the area, you can see that there's a business called Maverick Helicopters about 4.5 blocks down the street. The concert area and Mandalay Bay are right next to the airport, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to hear helicopters nearby. The second synchronized video you're going to see pop up on the screen is from a little left of center stage back in the crowd. And given the distance between the cameraman and Aldean, he looks to be right here. The third video also comes from left of center stage in the front row, right about here. Now I'm going to roll the video and annotate where I think the shots began. Each video will be labeled so you know which is which. You'll have far stage right, left of center in the crowd, and left of center front row. Here's the video.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
Consider also that while this is going on in front of the Great Illuminati Pyramid and Sphinx of the Luxor Hotel, some windows were also shot out at the Bellagio. Here's Mandalay Bay, and right over here is the Bellagio. There's no way a shooter from the 32nd floor of Mandalay Bay could have possibly hit the Bellagio, especially with this taller hotel in between them. Guys, while I was putting this video together, I started thinking about the helicopter sound and the possibility of a helicopter sniper and how easy it would be to do serious damage and get away with it. It's a possibility that it could account for the near and far gunfire. Before the dust even settled, mainstream media quickly packaged the story of a lone shooter, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock. Half of 64 is 32, shooting from the 32nd floor, and topping it all off by interviewing the brother who happens to live at an address with the numbers 320. But I'm sure there's no Skull and Bones 322 link to any of this.